Hello, everybody. It's 3:59 a.m. Central Time on the 10th of September 2022. Hope you're doing well. I'm just here to show you a few things that have been going on over the past few days, and also to get you up to speed on what's happening on my channel over on YouTube, in case you haven't heard. So let's just get a display capture turned on, take a look at what's going on, check it out. Multiple 5.9s and a 6-point-something quake striking over here in Indonesia, right at the border of Papua New Guinea, Indonesia, right where we enter into the letter S shape bend of the plate, which is right in here. I'll trace my mouse around the outside edges of it. The subject of discussion in my last video, actually. So here we are now, and the location has been struck by multiple, let's just say multiple 6s have hit, multiple 5.9s and a 6.2. Around it, you can see what's going on. It's a fair amount of activity, so you can check it off the list. If you're keeping track of areas which we named to watch, again, you can go watch my YouTube video. Also, South Sandwich Islands got hit by a 6 2 days ago, right after my video there. You can see all the earthquake activity since the 6. And I think they brought it down to 5.7, 5.3, 5.1, 5.2, 4.9, etc. Also, letter X hit just to the east over by Ascension Island. And over in Europe, check it out, 5.5. Hit right in the middle of the Aegean Sea, just as expected. So check the Aegean Sea off the list if you're keeping track of areas which we had warned. Again, there it is. That hit last night going into this morning. And then out at the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, Iceland. You can check Iceland off the list. The only spot that needs to move now is the spot in between, which we talked about over here by my people over at Holland. So check Aegean Sea off the list. Check Iceland off the list. Check Indonesia off the list. Plus multiple deep earthquakes striking on either side of the West Pacific Indo-Australian plate boundary, which goes right here down to Indonesia, or I'm sorry, down to New Zealand and all the way over to Indonesia and all the way north up to Japan. All of our letter Ds are being struck. And when those get hit, of course, we look for shallower, larger earthquakes to start appearing in between where the deep earthquakes are. And when I see multiple deep earthquakes and all of our letter Ds getting hit right in the middle with new deep earthquakes, and I'm not exaggerating on that, I can zoom in and show you each letter D. We don't move the Ds around, guys. These are static. They've been on the map for 9 years. And there we go, or 8 years. So multiple deep earthquakes means shallower, larger earthquakes coming on top of what has already taken place. Then we look between our current sets of quakes. I'll have to get a forecast out. This is just a short update to bring you up to speed on what's happened earthquake-wise and for me to tell you about what's going on my YouTube channel. Heading across the Mideast, across Russia and China, multiple earthquakes after that big one over in China this past week is 6.6. And it caused big-time fatality, big-time destruction in China. And unfortunately, that's just the way it goes with upper 6s over in China, or anywhere for that part, for the most part. Now, over into the Caribbean, Dominican Republic, Haiti, but really on the Dominican Republic side, right at the border, 4.1, and a outbreak swarm over to the east at Puerto Rico. And then the central part of South America, or just South Peru in general, same-sized earthquake, 5.4, as what's heading out across the West Pacific over to the west. Also what's heading out over towards Europe. We have not seen the expected activity in Alaska yet. We have not seen the expected activity off the west coast of the United States yet, or in California. We have about 3 more days to go in the warning. The warning is for a 5.9 off the west coast of the United States, Oregon, Washington region, out in the Juan de Fuca fracture zone, right out the edge of it. And then we're also looking for upper 4s to go down through California, all the way down to Southern California and over to the California-Nevada border. Coming in from Eureka, so it's about 4 different locations we're looking for 4s to come in, and they should all get hit. So what's hit so far since my last update? How about a bunch of 3-point-somethings? Take a look. Well, hold on. Let's go down a notch there. There we go. 3-point-somethings have occurred from the Strait of Juan de Fuca, that's right on the Olympic Peninsula up in Washington State, all the way to the north, 3.7, and then 3s going down the coast, again, 1 to 2.9, but 3 striking right here next to Geysers, California, at Clear Lake Volcano, 3.1 from 2 days ago. That was the subject of discussion in my last video. And then over to the east, over to Texas. This is all a magnitude under what I'm expecting, and we're still missing several locations getting hit. That again is from Lompoc, California to Ridgecrest. Let me show you. So Southern California, Lompoc to Ridgecrest. Northern California, right up here at Eureka. Eastern California, over at Long Valley. And then going up to the California-Oregon border at Shasta. That's 4 spots in California, plus the 5th out off the coast. So I think all of those are going to go in the next few days. That doesn't count what we talked about for the East Coast, which over here at West Virginia, we're going to watch for a little outbreak to take place. Could go up into the 3 range, maybe even to 4. But if it goes to 4, it'll be extremely rare. I would think it would more stay in the 3 and swarm range. Still, East Coast earthquake coming. Okay, so that's your update just on earthquakes again. So check several of the locations we warned off the list directly with the exact magnitudes we were looking for, including over in the Aegean Sea in Greece and in Indonesia. Now, let's talk about my channel, shall we? You guys ready? Check this out. Here we are on my YouTube channel. I've come back over to YouTube because literally the powers that be shut me down streaming, literally. My wife here is a witness, so you don't need me to have her tag in, but man, let me tell you, I've been shut down streaming. So we've made the move and made a bunch of changes, and now here I am back on YouTube uploading videos. The stream is ready to go back live, but I've had to hire people to run it, which is okay. But we're now paying people to run the stream remotely. They're not going to talk on the stream. That'll still be my job. But I'll be able to do that remotely, most likely. Now, that being said, check out what we can do over here on YouTube now. We have the membership option. What is the membership option? Well, I'll click on it. You're going to see posts which I've made that are appearing for members only. Now, of course, I've just turned this back on on. It's not been on before, so turn this on in the past hour, and we've already put several posts out, just taking some of the new subscribers and so forth. It looks like there's only 2 or 3 people that have already signed up. It's pretty late here, 3 a.m. in the States, exactly where I'm at. So we're really talking about this going for the next several years, seeing this build. And I'm going to make posts, everything from music and science and pictures, and basically I'm going to use it like my old Twitter feed or my old Facebook page. But it's only for paying members. So we can skip all the BS from everybody who doesn't want to be there, right? I mean, if somebody's paying to be there and they come over and start trolling, that's weird, right? So it'll be for paying members only. Now, it's not going to be for earthquake data. I'm not going to be really doing the earthquake thing here on my membership page. But if I find science data that's outside of the geophysics topics that I cover, which is all the time, I cover all kinds of stuff and find all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm going to be posting that here just like I used my old social media pages before I got ran off social media, which I did. So here we are, and that's what we're going to be using it for. So if you want to sign up, you can. It's just an option. You're not going to be missing out on earthquake content, though. You'll be missing out on my music posts, my picture posts, and anything else that I find interesting, worthwhile, worth looking into. Like, for instance, this, the 24th Topical Conference on Radio Frequency Power and Plasmas, happening at the end of September at MIT over in Maryland. And I wish I could go. I mean, it would be cool to go. Uh-oh. What happened there? Look at that. Network protocol error. Well, it just worked a little bit ago. I don't know what's going on now. A little weird. Oh, now it works. Anyway, I think it would be cool to go to something like that. I can't go. You already had to register a long time ago, and it's on the East Coast. But if any of you are going, let me know what they say. Anyway, that kind of stuff we're going to be posting. And then, of course, any other stuff that the Duchess might do. She does all kinds of artwork and all kinds of other stuff. Plus just other interesting things that, I don't know, might get me a little bit in trouble somewhere else. I don't know. My members might like it, and that's good for me. So there we go. Membership on YouTube. You guys are awesome. Go ahead and try it if you want. No pressure if you don't. Word up and much love. Peace out. Oh, and one final thing. I would like to say something else to everybody. Thank you for your support over on Twitch. You did support me for the last several years, and we're getting the stream back going just for you guys. I won't be on talking much, if at all, but it will still be running, hopefully, come this coming week. Hopefully. Crossing my fingers. We'll see. Much love, and I'm going to upload this and premiere this over on YouTube.